Welcome back, Pauper people. I am Bryant Cook, and tonight we're playing Streamstorm is what I'm calling this now. You might have noticed about a month and a half ago, I uploaded a video that you can find in the card above where I called it Stormfinity, Affinity Storm, whatever. This deck is very different from that now. I've had a month to test and play fun games and leagues and try to get the most out of this deck. Well, over the weekend, I tried to record a video that you can find in the card above again, where it ended up being a members only video because it was a nightmare. And I realized that I had the wrong approach and some questionable card choices. So in the video about a month ago, I was playing Artifact Lands and Thoughtcast. And what I noticed was that a lot of the times with Thoughtcast, I was playing 4 mana for a draw 2, which just isn't on rate for what we're trying to do here. So I lost the Artifact sub-theme. Aside from Deadly Dispute, we're definitely keeping this card. It's just bananas. So we're keeping this, but all those other cards, Reckoner's Bargain, Thoughtcast, they're all gone. So in the previous video, I don't know if this is the right deck list. It is not. Okay, so in the previous video, I played the Peat Bog and Surprise and Scaries, Sandstone Needles, all that good stuff. The depletion lands from Marcadian Masks. And what I realized was you're not really allowed to tap your land, so you have to sit there just hoping to draw into the right cards. And I really hated my mana base. Like, that's what it came down to. I hated that it was so simple, because when you look at this deck, it can try to go off turn 3 for a win. I've had some turn 3s with this deck, but you're not really a deck that wants to win on turn 3. You're a deck that wants to win on turn 4 or 5 if you're allowed to. So can you go faster? Certainly. Do you want to? Absolutely not. And I don't feel that you should be trying to force yourself to go off like that. So you want lands that tap for mana more than once. So when we break down this mana base, we have the 4 Sulfur Vent. Those have not changed. I still think those are what we want in our deck. It's a ritual land. It gives you another card for a Cabal Ritual, gives you blue for your frantic inventories that you need to win, all that good stuff. But when we look, I'm playing Swamp, 3 Mountains, and 2 Islands, because 3 Mountains allow you to prepare with Faithless Looting, which is the card we're really looking to do for the most part. We want to cast this early and often. Same thing with Experimental Synthesizer. The blue lands help you cast your frantic inventories, and then a new card in this list, Take Inventory. So we now have 8 AK effects, and you might be wondering, why aren't we just playing Accumulated Knowledge itself? The reason is it counts your opponent's graveyard, and that's actually a drawback in this deck when we're trying to win with Stream of Thought. So we don't want that, so we're just going to play the Accumulated Knowledge knockoff. So Take Inventory, which is the sorcery, and then Frantic Inventory. We are 8 inventory.deck. And while now seems like as good a time as any to explain how this deck works in case I've just been making no sense to you. So the idea is that you want to draw your entire library every single game that you win. Literally the entire thing. And then from there, you cast Stream of Thought. Okay? You put back another copy of Stream of Thought, Rite of Flame, Manamorphose, and then one of these effects, only one. And then from there, you have a loop. In that previous video that I uploaded, I realized that I ended up breaking the loop because you need another Manamorphose or another Take Inventory or Frantic Inventory to circle back through. So you need a card in hand and those 4 going on. If you want to get around that, you can Stream of Thought for 3 on the first loop instead of 4, but you have to have a couple extra mana floating, so you don't need the Rite of Flame. But if you can do that, that works too. So you just have to be aware of what you're doing at all times. In that video I uploaded over the weekend, I made a terrible misplay. I had the game won. My opponent was down to 20 cards, and I got nervous, and I thought that I drew the pile that makes it so you can't create blue. So I got really nervous and played an Experimental Synthesizer, which made it so I couldn't cast the Manamorphose. And it was just awful. I lost myself the game because of it. So today I think I'm going to play a little bit more slowly, and if I time out, I time out. I've only timed out less than a handful of times on Magic Online ever. But I decided today I'm just going to do the thing, and at least if I win a game, I win a game. I'm not going to rush and time out and hate myself. So that's what we're looking to do today. But that's the idea of how the deck works. Are there any other changes? Oh, the Maestro's Theater. So we're not running Artifact Lands, even though we're running Deadly Dispute. This is a thinning effect that I think helps the deck quite a bit. And when we're looking to draw our entire library, thinning matters a lot. People in the previous videos keep on saying, like, Brian, just run Artifact Lands. They're not without cost. People are boarding in things like Revoke Existence, Gorilla Shaman against me. I don't think that just running a bunch of Artifact Lands is free. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a big fan of basics. I mean, there's also a game I lost to Cleansing Wildfire, and I was like, what am I doing here? So if you want to play a different mana base, you're not going to hurt my feelings, but I think that I want to play basics, and that's just what I'm going to do today. So I mentioned Faithless Looting. Why is this card so good? Because we need to get Take Inventory and Frantic Inventory into the graveyard early, so you don't have to cast that first copy. So instead, when the first one you cast ends up being a draw 2. That's what Faithless Looting does for us in the early game. In the mid game, mid-combo I should say, it allows you to discard extra lands while you're comboing to convert them into more mana and more action. And that's really what we're looking to do. And it's also controlled, so that way you can flash it back when you're ready. You don't have to discard your entire hand all at once, like you would with the Tolarian Winds or something like that. So being controlled, I think, makes this card a lot better. And then we added in Deep Analysis, so that way you can target your opponent to end the game, so that way you don't have to pass the turn, which is really relevant because sometimes your opponent can beat you down and then in their upkeep after you wasted 7 minutes comboing, just lightning bolt you out. Deep Analysis removes that. But I think what these cards do that might not be so obvious is they turn Stream of Thought into a combo piece. Think about it. So one of the reasons I love this build of the deck is that your win condition is 2 cards. It's why I moved away from the Marauding Blight Priest Weather the Storm combo, because that's 8 slots in your deck. Stream of Thought is 2 slots. And the biggest drawback is that they weren't live cards mid-combo. Well, now they are, because they can mill Take Inventory or Frantic Inventory to make your other copies better. They can also mill Faithless Looting, so that way you can flash it back. Same thing with Deep Analysis. So if you're in a pinch, and I've certainly done it, you can mill yourself for a whole bunch, flash a copy of these back, keep comboing, all that good stuff. So I like that quite a bit. And now every card in my main deck is live, which explains why there's no Marauding Blight Priest or Weather the Storm. I guess we have Weather. That's technically a lie. But this Weathers are strictly to keep us alive. They're not combo pieces. But I moved away from the Blight Priest. Over the weekend, the video that I uploaded that was a members only video, I played the Blight Priest, and I just realized that every time I sided it in to dodge Graveyard Hate, I made my deck worse. So I came up with this list. It was like Sunday morning. I was going to record it, but then I wasn't feeling well, so here we are today. And I think that instead of going around hate, you want to go through it. And something that I realized was how good Steel Sabotage is in our deck. So at first I was like, no, I want to play Shredded Sails because it cycles. I want my cards to be live mid-combo. Very, very reasonable. And then like a light bulb, it went off in my head. I was playing in the practice room. I got paired against the Mardu Synthesizer deck. And well, we can pick up our own synthesizers. So they get a trigger once you bounce them, and then you replay them. So for a single blue mana, plus a red, I guess, so it's essentially 2 mana for a draw 2, you get to do all this over again while being able to counter Relic of Progenitus or Nihil Spell Bombs or whatever. So Steel Sabotage was the missing piece. So I started playing some more practice room games because I was tired of burning tickets on this deck, and I started losing to Bazooka Bog. So I eventually decided I wanted to try 2 Gilded Light. I haven't actually tried these yet, so tonight will be my first time playing this. I don't know if it's worth it. You don't have to play them, but I just figured it's worth trying. So you might be thinking, well, Gilded Light and Weather the Storm, I have a Grixis mana base. That's not great. Sure, if you want to think like that, but instead I am choosing to think I have 16 green-white sources in my deck. I have 4 Lotus Petal, 4 Manamorphose, 4 Chromatic Star, and 4 Deadly Dispute. I don't think I need to play a Forest or a Plains in my deck and make my mana worse. I think that's not really what we're looking to be doing here. So instead I'm going to rely on almost a third of my library to cast these cards. I imagine I'm going to be just fine. Outside of that, we have Darkness for aggro, Suffocating Fumes. This can be boarded in against the Caw Gate deck, but it can also be boarded in against like Mono Blue Fairies or Elves or whatever you decide. I don't know if this slot is actually worth it, but I wanted to try it tonight. Once again, it cycles, so it's never dead. And then I've cut down to 2 copies of Pyroblast to Dispel. Dispel comes in against Pyroblast decks. Pyroblast comes in against, just blue decks in general. I believe I've covered everything. If you believe I've missed something, you know what to do. Ask a question down below. I try my best to answer everything. Or if you have any thoughts, questions, whatever, I'm happy to answer them. Really, just leave a comment. But that's enough of me, madman, rambling for now. I kind of just want to hop on in and play some Magic the Gathering. I hope you understand. I'll see you in the first match. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, cyborg guides, early access to videos, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, such as theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Match number 1, we're on the play with Streamstorm. Here we've opened up a no lander. Unfortunately, we cannot keep. And here we have the Maestro's Theater. I think you're supposed to bottom... Maybe Cabal Ritual number 2. Put that right down there. And I am going to auto yield to these triggers, but I think I'm actually going to get the island and not the swamp. I have 2 islands and 1 swamp, which might seem a little bit odd to you in my Grixis combo deck, but really I think the islands help you set up for comboing a lot more than however useful a swamp is, because you really only need the swamp on the combo turn. Here we see a Monastery Swiftspear, they get in, we're at 20. Come on, land. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to burn a Frantic Inventory here, try to hit that land number 2. Okay. And we do. Boom. Let's go get that swamp this time. Pass the turn. Monastery Swiftspear again, they play a mountain. Chromatic Star, so we're going to take 4 here, dropping down to 17. Ouch. Draw. Another Theater, nice. So we go up. So we accidentally gain 3 life versus the burn deck here. Big fan of that. Let's draw 2. Okay, so now we have the other one. So here a Faithless Looting would be a really good draw, just because it would make it so that my first copy wasn't a draw 1. You see a Reckless Impulse. No land. They have 4 cards. They found a land here. They play the Voldaren Epicure. I go back down to 17. They attack for 4. I'm going to go to 13. They have Metalcraft. I could be dead next turn. Draw. We hit it. Looting. Ooh. This is a tough call. I could discard double inventory and then make this first one a draw 3. The problem is that the stream isn't even live. So it would have to be an incredible draw 3 in order to win. So instead, I think I'm just going to... It's a little risky here. I'm going to burn the Dark Ritual, draw 2. Come on, Chromatic Star, please. No dice. Alright, we have to pass the turn. Please don't murder me. Please do not murder me. I'm at 13. They have 4 damage that they can play from exile. They have at least 5 power in play. So that means they have 3 cards in hand. I need that to not deal 4. I'm probably just dead here. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. It's a bummer. I mean, I could have taken the risky play of casting this taken or discarding the take inventory to draw 1 more. So I can see what that looks like. Draw. That wouldn't have done it either. Okay. Womp womp. Going to the post board. So we're definitely interested in Weather the Storm. We also are interested in Dispel. One of the weird things about this matchup is these decks tend to play 2 to 3 copies of Relic in the board, so now you're priced into boarding Steel Sabotage. One thing that I've been trying to do is board it out, take inventory, so you're going back down to 1 copy of this effect. But when you think about it, Steel Sabotage is essentially a draw 2. But you have to put a little bit of work into it. You have to find Synthesizer, but it's flexible. It answers Relic while still being card advantage. I don't know. It's not perfect, but I think it's acceptable enough to board out the extra copies of this. So now we're at 64. If I'm boarding in Deep Analysis, or boarding in Weather, you can board out Deep Analysis, because this is going to buy you multiple turns. So now we're at 63. You could probably shave one looting when you're boarding out, 4 AKs and a Deep Analysis. Now we're at 62. You need the Dispels to counter Red Elemental Blast or Pyroblast, so you can't get rid of those. One thing that I've been trying, and I don't know if it's perfect or not, but you can board out a couple copies of Dark Ritual, just because, like, both sides are slowing down a little bit. And I was actually glutted on rituals when I died there, so I'm going to try this out, see how it goes. On the play. Sure. Okay. Play the theater. Auto yield. Let's grab island. And I'm grabbing island first just in case I draw into Steel Sabotage, because I really put a lot of emphasis on being able to counter relics. All right, and here we see a first turn Swift Spear once again. I'm at 20, draw. Not this time. So this will trigger. We're going to go grab that swamp. Play the star, pass the turn. Mountain. Swift Spear. Voldaren Epicure, sure thing. Fast start. We're taking 2, I go to 18. Alright, take a draw. Sulfur Vent. Not a Deadly Dispute here. Let's try to advance our game plan a little bit. We're going to draw a card. Chromatic Star. I think I'm going to Thin. Okay, so I gain a life. Let's go grab a mountain. Pass the turn. 19 life. They're using the blood token. That's a little surprising. Goblin Bushwhacker. Okay. So I'm going to take 8 here and go to 11. Alright. Draw. Faithless Looting. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Let's play the Synthesizer. Triggers. Dark Ritual. Let's try looting. Discard Sulfur Vent and... It's supposed to be the Stream of Thought? Alright. Let's play Manamorphose. We're gonna add red-blue. But I don't want to have to tap the island if I don't have to. I feel like I'm gonna fizzle here. Chromatic Star. 40 cards left in deck. I'm still pretty far away, and I haven't found any AK effects. I'm gonna add a green in case I draw weather. Flashback Looting. There we go. Discard these Dispels. Dark Ritual. Synthesizer. Another Manamorphose. Deadly Dispute, getting rid of a Synthesizer. Land. The first Frantic Inventory. Almost at the end of the line here. Okay. Morphos, we'll do red-green. Star. Got a green. Inventory, I guess. Draw 1. Yikes. Definitely bad top half of the deck. Let's sacrifice a treasure, play the Synthesizer. Play the star. Make a black, I guess. We have the treasure token for a green at this point. Okay, Deadly Dispute. Another synthesizer. So I hit the Steel Sabotage, but I think the worry here is that I'm just not going to be alive. So I can play the synthesizer, but I'm not likely going to be able to use whatever's under it. Another Steel Sabotage. Alright, I have to pass the turn. I'm probably dead. I mean, I went almost 2/3 of the way through my deck and didn't hit either weather. Mountain, 3 cards in hand. I'm at 11 life. Reckless Impulse. 2 lands. Come on. Relic, Reckless Impulse. They have another Goblin Bushwhacker. Yeah, it's going to kill me. Yeah, that's definitely lethal. That's one more than they needed. That's a bummer. Couldn't find the weather the storm. Oh well, 0 and 1. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Match number 2, we're on the draw. Unfortunately, this hand is not a keep. This one is fine. We're going to get rid of the Stream of Thought. Okay. Island. We'll play the Maestro's Theater, go grab our own copy of Island. Pass the turn. Okay, it's this deck, the Dimir Terror deck. This is a nightmare matchup for me. So 1, our deck is incredibly weak to counter spells. 2, they play 4 Nile Spellbomb on the board. It's a bad combo for me. Alright, I'm just going to play a Chromatic Star, pass the turn. Land number 3. Island pass. They're going land go as well. Alright. The Modern Age. Sure. So they are representing having counter target spell in their hand. And they discard a Gurmag Angler. Wow. Okay, they're passing. Draw. Another Manamorphose. We'll just pass the turn here. This time they discard Cast Down. Land number 6, 4 cards. And here's a Terror with Counterspell backup. So this is probably our window to try to win. We need to somehow trick them into countering the wrong thing. Ooh. They gonna tap out? I think they are. This is a Gurmag Angler. They're giving me the green light. They're just saying, Bryant, I don't think you can win. They don't even have foil up. Yes, I'm talking about the card foil. Let's just Manamorphose. Red, red. Manamorphose again. Red, red. There we go. Trying to think of how I should do this. I think I want to keep the star around. Play the synthesizer. Trigger. Dark Ritual was okay. Let's cast the Deadly Dispute, sacrificing the synthesizer. We had a Rite of Flame. Ooh. Running out of action. That's bad. I think I'm going to thin here with the theater. Manamorphose. Come on, deck. Red, blue. It's not good. We're down to just the chromatic star. Come on, don't fail me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh. I didn't even draw an AK. Not even one AK. We're over a third of the way through our deck and we had 8 cards, we didn't hit one. Or a Faithless Looting, nothing. Now I'm just dead. Because they probably have Counterspell up now. Yep. Draw. I think I have to like try to convince them to counterspell the wrong thing, like a Cabal Ritual. They let that go. Faithless Looting. Where were you last turn card? Synthesizer. Triggers. Play a Lotus Petal. Sack this. Let's flashback looting. What to do? I think I discard these. Rite of Flame. That resolved. Let's try Frantic Inventory. Manamorphose. Blue, blue. Damn. Alright, Synthesizer. What is with you, deck, tonight? Come on. Just terrible. I swear the deck is not as bad as this first 2 matches has made it seem. I've been playing this deck a lot. Like, a lot. And it's really not bad. Now they just have lethal on board. They gave me a window and the deck decided not to cooperate. And now they attack for lethal. Disappointing. So we are interested in Steel Sabotage, the Dispels, Pyroblast. So like I mentioned, they have 4 Nihil Spell Bombs in their board. So we definitely want all of the Steel Sabotages. Get rid of Deep Analysis, get rid of Eluding, get rid of 4 Take Inventory, and then 2 Dark Ritual. Game 2, we're on the play. Also, I added a land to my deck. I was actually playing 13. And I added a land over the 4th looting, and I've mulliganed every single game so far. I don't like complaining this much, but I just feel like I am getting a little bit screwed. I think I'm supposed to bottom one of these Deadly Disputes. Pass the turn. Play the theater. Grab an island. They play a land past the turn. We'll do the same. They play land pass. Stream of Thought. Not really what we wanted here. They have an ice tunnel. Land go. The second island was actually the card that I added over the 4th Faithless Looting, so that actually would have been a Faithless Looting. Don't know how that impacts this game, but it's just something worth noting. Alright, pass. And they're dedicated to not playing spells, which I appreciate. Brainstorm. No Mental Note. Or Thought Scour. Okay, so they wanted their top card. They just didn't want the Spell Pierce? Okay. And it looks like they're passing the turn. Going to cleanup. Discards a Snuff out. Play Lotus Petal. We'll just pass. Terror with 3 open mana. I don't feel like I have the resources to go at the moment. Like I have 1 draw spell and no protection. Probably just dead. I know that the game's not actually over yet, but I don't see myself winning this. Discards Chainer's Edict. We draw another ritual. Yeah, they're getting in there. We go to 11. Brainstorm. And here they have a spell bomb. I'm going to try to counter it. I don't know if this will actually resolve. It looks like they are going to try to counter it. They have Dispel. Sure, you have a spell bomb. And another terror. Can I draw like my own Dispel or Red Blast here? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna try to throw out the Deadly Dispute. I feel like it's now or never. It's painful. Just have to pass. I go to 1. Draw. That's not going to do it. This was a very, very sad league so far. Alright, 0-2. Haven't even been able to attempt the combo because the deck's been running so cold, but maybe I can turn it around in the last 3. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and Mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Let's try it again. Match number 3. Holy moly, we get to keep a hand. A 7-card hand. Play the theater. Triggers. Triggers again. Let's grab that island. Pass the turn. Swamp. Okay. We'll grab Mountain. Chromatic Star. You might be wondering, like, why would you grab Mountain? You have a Dark Ritual in hand. I have ways of making black mana. Mountain is a setup color. That's really what we're looking to do here. Vampire's Bite, or Sovereign's Bite? Okay. We're just going to draw a card, pass the turn. They get a creature. Deadly Dispute. Bump in the night, I'm at 14. Draw 2. And I'm going to allow myself here to go to hand size and discard a take inventory. Alright, Sovereign's Bite again. I'm at 9. They have 4 in hand. I think it's time to party. Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. I have Threshold, so let's cast this Cabal Ritual. Let's draw 2 cards. Let's add a blue. Draw a card. Let's draw 3 cards. Dark Ritual. Chromatic Star. Add a blue. Deadly Dispute. That was a good one. Take inventory, draw 3. Cabal Ritual. Let's play a Synthesizer. Triggers. Rite of Flame. Okay. Cast this Deadly Dispute, sacrificing the Synthesizer. Manamorphose. Running a little bit low on mana here. Sacrifice for red. We'll cast the Rite of Flame. First one this game. Manamorphose. I think we want to do red, blue. Dark Ritual. Let's loot. Goodbye, lands. Loot again. Goodbye lands. Actually, I could discard this deep analysis. Think that's slightly better here. Okay. Let's flashback the deep analysis. I'll go to 6. Lotus Petal. Sacrifice for red. We'll cast Manamorphose. I basically just want to keep a red mana open. Play the Synthesizer. Triggers. The Theater. I don't think I want to play that. Deadly Dispute. Get rid of the Synthesizer. Redraw another Manamorphose. Play land for turn. Synthesizer. Lotus Petal. Let's Deadly Dispute once again. Wow. Alright, we're at 14. And we're running out of mana. And I mean, we're at 14. We're at 14 cards in deck, and there's 3 Rite of Flames in those 14. So step 1, I think, is going to be Cycle Manamorphose. And I'm going to make red. We get another stream. Alright, come on, Faithless Looting. There we go. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. Chromatic Star. I'm going to make a blue, draw a card. I still have a couple of those AK effects in there. Morphos. I'm going to Chromatic Star again. Make another blue. Deadly Dispute. Alright, let's play the egg. Manamorphose. Black, red. Cabal Ritual. I think I need to leave the blue floating. Deadly Dispute. Getting rid of the Synthesizer. Alright, this should do it. So we have 4 cards left in deck. We can actually try to win the game now. Okay. Target us. Actually, I undo that. I think I'm supposed to just draw the last 4. I know one of them's a Rite of Flame, right? Okay. Rite of Flame, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Alright, and now we can stream without ourselves. We're going to put a Lotus Petal in there. We can actually avoid the Rite of Flame at first, because we just don't need it. And then we'll do Frantic Inventory. This should work. Actually, do I want double Morphos? The first one's to draw 3. Think this is fine. Okay, now we flashback looting. Discard 2 lands. Now we make blue. Play the Petal. Stream them. We have 5 cards in here. So we're going to do Manamorphose, Stream of Thought, Morphos, Rite of Flame? Probably fine. Draw 3. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Blue. Alright, so there's still 1 in there. Stream you. I think this time I don't put the Rite of Flame back. Frantic Inventory. Okay. Make blue. Stream you. And now I can do the full loop. So now I cannot fizzle unless I mess up. Which you never know with me. Storm's 52, no big deal. Blue, blue. Stream you. Morphose, Frantic Inventory, Stream of Thought. Yeah, I'll put the Rite of Flame back in. Inventory, Rite of Flame, Manamorphose. Blue, blue. Stream you. Frantic Inventory. Manamorphose. Blue, blue. Rite of Flame. Stream you. This probably seems super boring to you. And this is probably the least fun part of playing the deck. I mean, the most fun part is getting to the point where you don't have a library anymore. That said, I think this deck is actually like super interesting to play, and that's why I like playing it. All right. Let's look at my storm count right now. Pretty sweet. Cancel. That is not Stream of Thought. Okay. I'm going to unselect Rite of Flame here and do another Manamorphose. And this time, I think we just make more blue. This gives me a little bit more flexibility. All right, and then Stream of Thought, target you. Rite of Flame, Stream of Thought, all this good stuff. Frantic Inventory. Stream. Frantic Inventory. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Blue, blue. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Blue, blue. Stream of Thought. Can I deck them here? I think I can. Okay, it only took half my clock, but we're getting a win. Pass the turn. All right, we have successfully won a game. How about that? I'm looking for Bazooka Bog at the moment. I don't see any. Against a black deck like this, I do think I went Gilded Light. And I want it because it stops Bazooka Bog, it stops now Spellbomb, it stops Discard. Gilded Light's just very good here. And I think you could probably board in like 2 Steel Sabotage. Board out Deep Analysis, board out 1 Looting, and then like 2 Dark Ritual. I think you likely want to keep your 8 Frantic Inventory effects. Alright, keep. Swamp into Bump. You got it. Sulfur Vent, pass the turn. Swamp. Vampire's Kiss. Sure thing. Play an island so I can cast these Frantic Inventories on their end step. Yeah, another bite. I'm at 12. They have 3 cards in hand. Frantic Inventory. Untap. Draw. Pass the turn. They use a blood token. Sure thing. Vault of Whispers. 3 cards in hand. Tyrant's Choice. Guess we're also picking Torture. I go to 8. I'm at 5. Frantic Inventory. Okay. I think we have enough to go here. Rite of Flame. Let's play the synthesizer, triggers, looting, Lotus Petal, sacrifice it for a black. We're going to cast Deadly Dispute here. Okay. So now we're one card away from Threshold. Use the Sulfur Vent. That gives me Threshold. Manamorphose. Black Red. Play Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Sacrifice the treasure for a red. We'll cast Manamorphose. Red, red. Looting. Definitely discarding the Sulfur Vent. And I think this might be a little bit strange. I think I want to mill with Stream of Thought. Trying to hit another blue here. Might be a little crazy. I don't have time to be sitting here mulling over this. Alright, let's stream myself. We had another Frantic Inventory. We're not going to shuffle anything in. Play a star. Make a blue. Alright. Cycle the Gilded Light. Cycle Gilded Light. This is a nice draw 4. Synthesizer. Land. Deadly Dispute. Sacking the Synthesizer. Ball Ritual. Okay. 9 minutes. Play a star. Make a red mana. Okay. I feel like I'm fizzling out a little bit here. Faithless Looting. And yeah, I think I did fizzle out. So I have the choice of, I could use Steel Sabotage to bounce their blood token. Or I can protect myself from a spell bomb. I think I'm just going to pass. It's a Deadly Dispute. They have 3 cards in hand and they need to deal 5. That's a Carnarium? Okay. They're using the blood token. Discarding Swamp. Sure. Okay, they're passing. Draw. Rite of Flame. I think I'm going to hardcast the Take Inventory. See if I draw into something I want to sacrifice. Looting. Discard the Steel Sabotage. I have to keep the stream or else I lose the game. So do I keep Dark Ritual or do I use the star? This is a tough call. I think I have to ditch the Dark Ritual. Play the star. Alright, draw 3. Ay, ay, ay. Low on mana here. Synthesizer. We'll bounce the Synthesizer. A land I can't use. Synthesizer. Don't think I can actually cast that Morphos. I gotta play faster. I'm down to 6 minutes. Manamorphose. Do blue-red. Stream of Thought myself, I guess. Put the other stream back in the deck. Pass, pray that I'm still alive, I guess. There's no way I'm going to be able to win the next game in 6 minutes. I mean, they have 3 cards in hand. I just have to be dead here. Sign in Blood targeting them. They have a land. Still 3 in hand. And Tyrant's Choice is lethal. Wait. Did I choose the wrong one? I think this happened to me once before because I never think about this card. If I choose the other one, what does it do? No, it doesn't. If the vote is tied, each opponent loses 4 life. Yeah, so it just didn't matter. Starting with you, each player votes for death or torture. If death wins more votes, each player sacrifices a creature. If torture gets more or is tied, I still lose 4. So my choice didn't matter there. Okay. So I have to win game number 3 very quickly. I think I'm gonna go balls to the wall. Like, what if I just don't play any of this stuff? Well, I just go back to my game 1 config. Alright, I have 6 minutes. I'm just gonna do this. Yes. Keep. Island pass the turn. Swamp. Okay. Draw. Play the theater. Go get our mountain. Pass the turn. They play a swamp. Sign in blood. Synthesizer. Triggers. Cast a take inventory. Pass the turn. Then I have a rogue captain. Bump, I'm at 16. They missed their land drop. Synthesizer. Lotus Petal. Frantic Inventory. Boom. Pass. They find the Vault of Whispers. I'm down to 5 minutes. I'm at 12 now. Draw. Play the theater. Forget a mountain. Play another synthesizer. I'm playing really quickly here. Deadly Dispute. Sack a synthesizer. Play the pedal. Pass the turn. 39 cards. Scorpion. There you have 6 in hand. Another Scorpion. Alright, I feel like I gotta go. 4 minutes. Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Manamorphose. Blue. Cabal Ritual. Manamorphose. Red. Deadly Dispute. Get rid of the synthesizer. Another Dispute. Get rid of this. Another Deadly Dispute. Play another star. Thin our deck. Okay. Stack the star. Draw. Rite of Flame. Let's cast this, take inventory, draw 2. 26 cards. Cabal Ritual. Manamorphose. Red. Manamorphose. Blue. Synthesizer. Okay, draw 3. Pretty huge. Dark Ritual. Rite of Flame. Let's filter for a blue. Cabal Ritual. 3.5 minutes on clock. Looting. Okay, 15 cards left. Looting again. Discard these. Frantic Inventory. 13 cards. Okay, take inventory. Rite of Flame. Looting. Alright, I'm at 5 cards. Dark Ritual. Stream of Thought myself. Alright, so we want to put the standard pile in here, I think. Actually, no, I don't want the standard pile. I want Frantic Inventory. I guess I do, because I still have 2 pieces in hand in Manamorphose. Blue. We'll draw 3. Alright, 2 cards left. Blue, blue. Manamorphose. Blue, blue. Rite of Flame. Stream of Thought. Target you. Oh no! Oh, come on! Not like this! Yeah, they got me. I've never even thought of this card. I could have boarded it in like a Dispel or something. They got me. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Ah, jeez. We're 0-3. What a bummer. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist. Match number 4. Let's see if we can get a win here. We're on the draw. Okay, so is this Boros? I do like my Boros matchup. Chromatic Star, pass the turn. Sacred Cat. Alright, and it is in fact Boros. This is one of my better matchups. Take inventory, pass the turn. Basilisk Gate, okay. Luminarch Veteran. And that's a Hawk. The Squadron Hawk triggers. They can go get 3 more Hawks from their hand. And they'll attack for 1. I'll go to 19. They'll go up to 22. Draw. Synthesizer. Triggers. Another take inventory. Okay. Draw 2. I think next turn might be go time. They play Faithless Looting. A Hawk, Prismatic Strands. We don't deal damage, so I don't care about that Prismatic Strands. They pump with the gate. And they're getting in for 6, so they essentially have like a little mini Exalted Angel there. Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame. Let's convert this into a black mana. Triggers. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Deadly Dispute. Sacrificing the Synthesizer. Manamorphose. Let's play a star. Actually, I'm gonna cast a take inventory. I don't know if I want to sacrifice the star, especially if I could hit a possible another copy of Experimental Synthesizer. Play the Maestro just to thin. Grab the Swamp. Let's play this Manamorphose. Red, blue. Frantic Inventory. There's a Synthesizer. Triggers, Cabal Ritual. Deadly Dispute, sacking the Synthesizer, Faithless Looting. Let's add another blue, draw a card. Another Deadly Dispute. What's looting? Discard a couple of these lands. Cast a Cabal Ritual. I'm going to flashback looting. 2 more lands down. Rite of Flame. We're at 26 cards at the moment. Let's Deadly Dispute. I'm going to sacrifice a treasure. A pair of Morphos. Blue, blue. And another Morphos. Blue, blue. Alright, so this is the point where in the deck tech I talked about streaming yourself, where it can be relevant. We're going to do that here. I have 22 cards. I'm going to target myself. Question is, how much am I allowed to burn? I think it's just 1. We're going to mill 8. Alright, target me. We did not mill anything with flashback there. Okay. And then again, we hit a Faithless Looting. We'll put back 1 Frantic Inventory, 1 Take Inventory. Flashback the looting. We hit a draw 3, okay. Skirt a Petal. Ball Ritual. Draw 3. Into another draw 3. We're doing it. 8 cards left. Let's play a star. Filter for a red, draw card. Dark Ritual. Chromatic Star. This will bring me down to 6. Filter for a blue. Manamorphose, okay. We'll add black red again. This brings us down to 5. Deadly Dispute, okay. There's the Frantic, Deadly Dispute, sacking the Synthesizer. Alright, so there's 1 card left in my deck at the moment, and it is Stream of Thought. Play Petal. Add a red. Play the Synthesizer. And there's the Stream of Thought. So we're going to target ourselves with Stream of Thought. Actually, I don't need to cancel. I have no deck. I don't need to target myself. Target them with Stream of Thought. Alright, so now I need to figure out how to win. So I have 2 draw 4s here. So I think I'm supposed to take Lotus Petal, Rite of Flame, Lotus Petal. How do I do this? Stream of Thought? I mean, I have to target Stream. So I would draw... So basically this just makes mana. But I think I'm okay with that. Question is, how do I get to the point where... No, this can't be right. Do I build a standard pile then? So I put back a Frantic Inventory. I can't do a standard pile because I have to be able to Lotus Petal. So, but the problem here is I can't... I need to put back a Frantic Inventory. That's the issue. Why am I not smart enough to figure this out? These being draw 4s instead of draw 3s is actually like kind of tough here. If I get another Lotus Petal, I can cast Stream of Thought, but then where does my blue come from? I think I just have to looting. All right, I think it needs to be this. Now we'll draw 4. Play the petals. Stream you. And now Manamorphose. Manamorphose. Stream of Thought. This doesn't win. Because I can't looting. Am I supposed to pass the turn? I guess that's a play I can make. Yeah, I don't think I can actually win this turn. Okay. I have to pass. Deep Analysis and Frantic Inventory gone. I'm just not smart enough to figure out the pile from there. I don't know if there is one, but I couldn't figure it out. I'm just wasting clock. They pump, and now they're attacking for 7. Another bird, sure thing. Battle Screech. Ouch. I'm at 9, take a draw, Manamorphose. Alright, Rite of Flame. That's 5. Blue. We hit the stream. I think I'm supposed to try to use the synthesizer here. Alright, so this is going to draw into the take inventory. So now we stream the opponent. Stream of Thought, Rite of Flame, Manamorphose. Take inventory. Take inventory, floating a red. Rite of Flame. Stream you. I think this time we're supposed to not put back Rite of Flame. So this way I can create a better loop. Blue. Stream. Manamorphose, take inventory. This time I do include the right. Now I have the spare Manamorphose. Okay. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose, and now it's deterministic. Cannot fizzle. Deck you. Take inventory. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Blue. Stream of Thought. Take inventory. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Blue. Stream you. This deck is like one of the most difficult decks I've ever played. And I'm not even just saying that. Like, I feel like I'm not good enough to play this deck. Manamorphose. Stream of Thought. Put back these. They have 8 cards left in their deck. Manamorphose will make blue. We hit the stream, target them. This time we will copy it. Okay. Pass the turn. Once again, winning one game took up half my clock. But we did it. Whew. That was fun. Okay, so we want Dispel for their Pyroblasts, and then we want Steel Sabotage for Relics. I think you could probably take out the take inventories again. And then, as I've mentioned, you could probably just remove Deep Analysis and Faithless Looting. Let's try this. Game number 2, this seems like a hand. I mean, I hate having the Stream of Thought already, but I don't think you're supposed to mulligan this. Yeah, I think you just have to keep. Gate. Draw. Play the star, pass the turn. Faithless Looting. We discard an Informant and Luminarch Veteran. Relic. Okay. We do have 4 Steel Sabotage, as I've mentioned. Played the Synthesizer, trying to hit land 2. Triggers. Dispel, you are exiled. Squadron Hawk. They pick up 3 and a tap land, so I could try to go now. I don't know if it's the best idea, but it's something I can do. Cancel Lotus Petal. mean, I'm kind of in, like, I'm likely going to fizzle here, but I think you're supposed to try to win while they're tapped out. Rite of Flame. Add a blue, draw a card. Triggers. Sure, remove Chromatic Star. Another Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Ooh, undo. Blue, blue. We hit the other stream. That's super awkward. All right. So this was my plan, is to stream thought myself. Okay, and then use the synthesizer. I'm gonna, if I don't hit like an insane card off the synthesizer, I'm just gonna concede and go to 3. Star. Okay, add a black. Synthesizer in a deadly dispute. Into synthesizer. Okay, running out of mana. You're saying there's a chance. Another deadly dispute. And another sabotage. Okay. Let's cast the deadly dispute, sacking the samurai. Nope. I think this is going to be the end of the line here. Synthesizer. Yep. I'm out. Okay. Ah, bummer. Okay, game 3. Wasted 2 minutes on that. Hit submit. On the play for the 3rd game. This is a very reasonable hand. Keep. All right, play the first Maestro's Theater. Triggers. We're going to auto yield. Trigger again. We're going to grab Island first, just in case I draw into Steel Sabotage. Glyph Gate. Draw for turn. Rite of Flame. Go get the mountain. Pass. They kept 7, so they probably have the relic if I had to guess. Gate. 2 mana. Squadron Hawk. They pick up 2 Hawks. They're passing the turn. Draw. Another Deadly Dispute. We're going to go grab our Swamp. I think I'm supposed to just pass here. They're attacking. I'll go to 22. Boros Garrison. Picking up the Basilisk Gate. Maybe they just have Pyroblast in hand? Discards a Battle Screech. I'm going to play a Looting. Discard Looting. Discard Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Play Star. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Steel Sabotage. Rite of Flame makes 3. Synthesizer. Triggers. Deadly Dispute. Sack the synthesizer. Stream. Okay, let's Manamorphose. Blue. Red. Play the vent. Free myself. Alright, I don't want to put any of that back. We're going to pass the turn with Sabotage Dispel back up. Squadron Hawk gets in. I'll go to 21. Hawk is fine. 8 minutes left on clock. I'm halfway through my deck. I probably don't need to rush at this point. They grab another Squadron Hawk. And they're passing the turn. I'm going to flashback a Looting. Discard Ball Ritual, Frantic Inventory, play a land. Pass. The cat is fine. And another hawk. I think they're just holding open Pyroblast. Another Cliffgate. Sure. 7.5 minutes. They have 5 in hand. Draw for turn. Deadly Dispute. Ball Ritual. We're going to sacrifice that treasure. The other stream. Let's make a blue. Another Steel Sabotage. I'm going to stream myself. Put that back in. I think I'm just passing the turn again. Even if they had Rally, which I don't think these decks even play anymore, it wouldn't be lethal. Yep. You're getting in. They have 5 in hand. Alright, draw for turn. I don't think that's worth playing. I think it's now or never. So let's Cabal Ritual, flashback the looting. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We fizzled. That's the ball game. I'd never found any more draw spells. We are dead. Here, Steel Sabotage was not good because I couldn't find another synthesizer. That's a bummer. Use the gate. Yep. Super lethal. Yeah. This was a disappointing league. Like, here's the thing. I truly believe in this deck, and I'm not just saying that for the sake of content. Like, I really do. I think this deck has a lot of potential. The only thing it's weak to is counter spells via counter target spell or Pyroblast, and then Graveyard Hate. Like, I think you're good against discard, and you don't lose to creature removal. You don't care about Prismatic Strands or Weather the Storm. That said, this is back-to-back leagues where I feel like the deck is underperformed. Like, this core seems so good to me, but clearly the deck is missing something, and I just don't know what it is yet. If you have any thoughts, I am truly interested, because I feel like this deck is so close, and I'm just not good enough, but also, like, it's slightly off. So, if you have any ideas, let me know. I'm probably going to take a break from this deck for a little bit. I just can't keep on disappointing myself playing this deck over and over again, but someone else please pick up the torch. I think there's something here. Thank you for watching. I know this was a tough one, but I do appreciate it. Have a great day, and as always, keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.